everybody. Welcome to our brand new program. This is actually our very first program of Spotlight on Middle Country. My name is Lenore Paprocki. I am the president of the Greater Middle Country Chamber.
And I am Elizabeth Malafi, and I'm the coordinator of the Miller Business Center at the Middle Country Public Library.
And together, we're going to put on some really great segments about the different people, business owners, things to do, restaurants, all in our Middle Country area. It's going to be really great, and I hope that every week or every time we have a podcast, you guys decide to go ahead and watch us. Today, our very first guest is Keith Groshans. Keith is from Rocket Juice. So welcome, Keith. We're so happy to have you here today.
Hey, Keith.
Thank you, ladies, very much. Happy to be here.
So why don't you just tell us a little bit about what Rocket Juice is before we do anything else?
Sure, no problem. Well, Rocketry Studios is a full-service creative agency. We specialize in branding, packaging, websites, digital, and also forms of corporate communication. I've been in the industry for 20-something years. I'm a Middle Country resident. I went to high school here in Middle Country. My wife is a teacher from Middle Country, so we're all in on the Middle Country experience. Okay,
Keith, I have a very important question to ask you. Is it Go Cougars or?
I'm a Go Cougar. My wife's a Go Cougar. However, we live on the other side of the district, so now my kids are Newfield. So, you know, we have to put the allegiance aside.
Okay, it's okay. I am also a graduate of Center Each High School, so it's nice to still be in the area and supporting it.
We didn't go too far, just a town over.
No, we definitely did not.
Well, we went far, just geographically. We didn't go far.
Yes.
So Keith, it's great to have you, and it's such a refreshing thing. I didn't realize, Elizabeth, that you were also Middle Country, person for growing up here and all. And same thing with you, Keith. It's great to have you both. I feel like an outsider. I grew up in Massachusetts, so that would not be me, but. Glad to now be in the community with you guys.
We'll let you in.
Thank you. So, Keith, tell us a little bit about what kinds of things you've been doing since we've been all on this shutdown due to the coronavirus.
Fortunately, though, I've still been very busy. I have to say, I'm very fortunate in the fact that I do have a very good client base and I have a very diverse client base. So that helps. I did have some drop off in business because one of my biggest clients is a medical, they put on medical meetings all over the world. So they do in-person stuff. So obviously with travel and conferences kind of taking a hit, they had to take a little step back. But for the most part, I do a lot of package design. I have a really big package client right now that we're working on. I do websites, branding, and the beauty, I should say beauty, I apologize, wrong choice of words. The reality is during this time when people are necessarily not working or not working their full capacity, this is actually a great time for a creative person like us because of the fact that we have so many people who are now maybe taking the opportunity to get the business they have always wanted to start off the ground, or God forbid they don't have a job to go back to, they have to do something, so they're going to pivot into a business, and those businesses need things like logos and websites and truck wraps and stuff like that. So unfortunate times this is actually a great time for the creative side of things if you are out there to get it.
And I know Keith is also still educating the public on things because he recently did a program at the Miller Center, Good Design for the Non-Designer. We had a lot of people attend virtually, and that program is also on the Miller Business Center YouTube page to watch.
Yeah, that was great. That was a fun time. And actually, again, those are things that all play into my marketing part of my business. I've been doing a lot of virtual speaking as an outreach. I do a lot of volunteer work. I'm also part of a group called Long Island Marketing Cares, where we're a bunch of marketing pros who are giving some pro bono time to businesses who are struggling with their marketing message right now. So I've been fairly busy in both client work and in some volunteer, and then like things like the speech at the Miller Center and other places where I'm speaking. And I'm also a professor at Suffolk Community College. So I teach a few classes there, and we just wrapped up our semester for the today. So I'll be finishing up final grade. So I'm fairly diverse, and I keep a lot of irons in the fire, which I think really helped in this kind of situation.
Keith, you had said that you were helping people with their marketing messages right now. How does the marketing message change for these times? Are you finding that people are totally changing their message or the way they're marketing?
The way your marketing has changed, your message really could be in flux. It really depends upon what you sell and what kind of product you offer. I'm a very bullish person. I don't think this is a situation to take your foot off the gas. If anything, it's time to push it forward. You just have to do it with empathy. You have to realize that sometimes people may not have the money, or they're allocating their funds to other things, or saving it more for maybe longer term. So one thing that I've been advising a lot of my clients to do in marketing is some of the exact same things I'm doing. Put on webinars, put on speaking things where people can get a chance to know you and understand your business. And they may not become customers today, but when we get back to some sense of normalcy and money starts to flow a little bit, they'll remember you and they'll come back to you and stuff like that. So like I said, I fully believe that this is a time to be bullish. If you are selling something, you just have to change your messaging to be more, don't buy it now, but more of empathy. We understand what's going on, and then, look for the longer term play.
What we're looking at, Keith, as far as I'm concerned, is what I would call really good networking. So we're just networking differently, building
Absolutely.
those relationships, and with the knowledge that down the road, when they do need your help, they're going to go, oh, let me call Rocket Juice, because that's who's going to be able to help me.
I use the analogy all the time. And again, speaking of networking, I'm fortunate to be involved in Middle Country Chamber. I'm also in some other networking groups. And the analogy that I like to use is that when they drop the green flag, you want to have your engine revving. You don't want to hit the gas as soon as they drop the green flag. You want to have that engine revving, getting known, so that this way, when everybody comes out of hiding, your tires are screeching and you're ready to go.
Well, and I think that's one of the challenges we're having, everybody working from home and not seeing each other, is keeping those connections. So keeping your engine revving, not starting at zero, is connecting on Zoom, networking events, reaching out to people maybe that you haven't seen at any of these events and just saying hi via email. It's just keeping that connection going. So it's interesting that you say that.
That, and don't forget, we all have cameras in our pocket, okay? We can make videos on LinkedIn showing people what we do, showing our expertise. That's free. You don't have to worry about spending any money on it. Like leading up to the talk at the Miller Center the other day, I was promoting on LinkedIn, just, hey, everybody stop in, check it out. This is what we're going to do. Video and things like that, and more personal connections speak 1,000 times louder than just throwing a post up and saying, this is what I'm doing, come check me out, or come look at my website. We all have the ability to go live at any moment right now and reach more people than you ever would in face-to-face conversation.
And there's no doubt that's the case. I do believe that. I'm sorry, Elizabeth.
Yes. No, that's okay.
It's starting engines revving now, with the idea when that start gate opens, we're running. We're running through. We're pushing through. I find dealing with all the chamber members, each one that I've spoken with, all have that same attitude. Thank goodness. We are just so blessed here to have such a great group of business owners who are all in on getting us reopen again. And I think it's great advice to have it, ready to rock and roll when we get the, the go signal. So that's very good advice, Keith.
Have the rocket juice flowing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think related to what you said about the videos, in this time, everybody knows most people don't have a setup like you do, Keith. I love your very professional looking setup. And that it's okay to just take your phone and hold it up and say a quick message to your clients and post it on LinkedIn, or just, very casually be like, hey, I'll be on the Miller Center on Tuesday at 10, join me. So we're getting used to that. But I know personally, as somebody who in the past has not been on video, it's not really where I'm comfortable. There definitely has been a learning curve. So
absolutely. No, I'm not super comfortable on video either, especially at arm's length. So it's a challenge. But even still, like you said, yesterday for the Long Island Marketing Cares, we had a virtual Zoom meeting. That's what we're doing, is we're doing Zoom meetings, and business owners can come in and ask questions, and we provide answers. I was barbecuing on my back deck, and I just said, oh, you know what? Tomorrow's that meeting. I got to promote it. And I just threw the camera. People, I think, are getting used to just seeing the real life. I think more behind the scenes is better than the polishedness and things like that. Right. I have this background and this side of my studio set up just for this because, again, I am doing a lot of public speaking. It does dovetail into my marketing message, but the truth of the matter is you can go live pretty much from anywhere. And I have seen on LinkedIn the inside of more people's cars than I care to, because that seems to be the place that everybody wants to go to when they do a live video.
Yeah,
Very
I guess
true.
if you don't live alone, it's the best place to go, that, you know, a child's not going to scream, a dog's not going to bark.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Very true. Very good. So Keith, how do we get in touch with you you know, if we wanted to reach out to you, what's the best way to reach out to you? How do we get in touch with you?
Easiest is just visit my website, rocketjuice.com, or you can reach out with Keith, Keith, at rocketjuiced.com.
Great. And if anybody wants to watch Keith's program that he did recently for us, go to the Miller Business Center YouTube page. I'm sure that we're going to have the link to it after.
Just go to the YouTube channel in general. There's great content there.
Yeah, there really is, especially now. There's some great stuff. And, you know, it's not all funny videos of dogs, although those are my favorite. Well, thank you so much, Keith. We appreciate you coming to our inaugural episode of Spotlight on Middle Country.
I love it. Well,
wonderful.
Great luck with the series. I'm glad to be on it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Take care of yourself.
You too.